Everything hopefully is good. We had to shrink down the camera to my webcam. You'll notice that here, you can see it at the very bottom, but this is the lens for the normal camera. We'll get that sorted. We are in Streamlabs OBS trying this out as well, so if anything seems out of place, please let me know. We're going to be playing 4-color Yorion Companion here in Modern, playing the non-bouncy version, or if you will, not the Soul Herder version. I like seeing a little bit of splash of red. I think a lot of our viewers here get really distraught when they don't see a few mountains. But hey, we got those in here. This is the 4 colors. We have Yorion Sky Nomad. If you're not familiar with this companion card, it has a deck building requirement of 80 cards, or rather 20 more than the minimum. Minimum cards is 60. I wonder what it is in draft. 40 cards, so you just have to play a 60 card deck? Interesting. Anyway, when this comes into play, basically you get to ETB and flicker permanents. Not lands, I believe, but anything else gets to be flickered that is a permanent. Ideally, you could flicker all kinds of things. Anyway, we're going to get a little bit of value out of that with maybe Muro, although if it enters the battlefield, we might sacrifice it. Ice Fang Codal, though, Snapcaster, some Omen of the Seas. Maybe we down-tick Teferi and want to flicker it so it goes back up to 4. There's a few things we could be doing. This list is coming from Avaros' donation list, so for that person that donated, thank you so much for supporting Avaros and myself. When you support one of us, you are supporting both of us. So, you know, be sure to follow Avaros and follow here and follow everywhere. Let's catch up with chat here and then we'll get into our games so that we can get this into our league here. What do we got? All the things about the wives. We have Evan the... Oh gosh, it's backwards, Last God. Evan the Evan. In draft, you just main deck it. Well, that's probably makes sense. Yeah. Let's see here. So are we Jeskai Green or Bant Red? Those are the real questions here. You got it all wrong. You got it all wrong. It's Simic Double Splash because Simic people are crazy and bind themselves to the white and the red. Gotcha. All right. Evan Fluffy. Evan. He put Fluffy first. I said Evan Fluffy, but he put Fluffy first. Fluffy Evan Dream Team. We're Moist Naya. Oh boy. Oh boy. Feudal themed anyway. Chad Jawline. Oh, do we have Jawline? I hope this is a successful venture. It would bode well for my build. All right. I don't think I have much more to say. You're looking at basically, for my opinion, a Simic control list, and you have a higher splash of Teferi with the white. So you're using white to get your Planeswalker power, and you're using red to get your lower end removal power. Let's go. And the path. Path's in there too. Please select a deck. Not that one. Bam, right at the top. We should name our stuff so it pops up at the top. And I don't have to scroll. It's a next level play. Big brains here on the channel. As always, if you are watching this on YouTube afterwards, thank you. Hit that subscribe button, that like button, and look, you have to do more than the Twitch folks to support. But all of those are appreciated. All right. Oh my gosh. All right, so one thing I don't like about Streamlabs OBS is it's not telling me how many viewers we got. All I know is we got a bunch of them. Juzem Jin, what's up? Durset, what's up? Seeing some fresh faces here. It's Blue-White Taiga, says Zale. Heck yeah, it is. Yorion Ink Treater or Yorion Altruism? What are we doing, Gas Chamber? How you doing? So Fluffy, if I sub, do I get access to the server so that I might construct the device? What are you talking about? Maybe we'll say something later about what you're talking about. Don't you put that evil on? Oh crap, this is in the way. Move this. Oh no. Streamlab OBS, you... Oh, we'll just shrink this down. There we go. I don't have to chat to you guys by typing in. We good. All right. Got to declare that Yorion Sky Nomad. Show what's up. Just bam. All right. The mirror match. Probably not really, but hey, we can try. Yorion versus Yorion Sky Nomad. Opening hand here is a Force Negation Logic, not Snapcaster Omen. Lightning Helix and double lands. Frostico, hey, have you seen my latest YouTube? You should go check it out. It is pretty sweet. We're going to keep this hand. This seems okay. All right. So we have to go get blue probably off of the Flooded Strand. So we have Force Negations, Omens, all the good stuff here. Opponent's going to start with the Windswept Teeth. We're going to probably know pretty quickly what they're doing, if they're bouncy lands or if they're more of a control one. Snow covered into a Noble Hierarch. Well, it can't do anything about that. Looks like you got it. But this is more than likely the bouncy version. So they'll have things like Soul Herder we'll have to deal with. Flooded Strand, go ahead, opponent. What's really funny is because you have only the one's companion usually, if you're able to remove it and they have no way to really get it back, it just sits there and dies in the graveyard slowly and decays away. So that's one thing we've noticed. Unless you're playing Unearthed Lurrus, in which case you can kill it all day and I'll just get it back. By the way, we have our more radio host voice because I was just doing things more radio host recently. I'm hyped up. So much energy. Breeding Pool off the Coiling Oracle, casted by our opponent. Does not shock it in. And attacks with Noble Hierarch. No attacks. Okay, so we have a little bit of red. We have white. We have more white here. I'm guessing that I probably want to just get a Hallowed Fountain. But having a little bit of green might be important too, because we have Euro and Simics and all that. We got this Omen though. Let's go ahead and get a Hallowed Fountain tapped. This mana is going to be intense. Going to be intense. Okay, that's okay. We have Logic Knot and we have Omen of the Sea. Immediately punished. No, actually not punished. We're going to just ditch the card we can't cast. Easy. Easy. This card is value. Pitch to Force of the Codal. It's gonna be easy. Man, the camera's so high up. It's like, here's the normal lens here, and then gotta strain the neck. Ugh. Attacks for 2 here, no problems. Maybe they'll play Sky Nomad. I don't perceive they will though. I don't think so. Stickball bringing in the Woot Woot. 28 months. Force of the Fangs. Gray is on top of it with the Howls tonight. On top of it. Go ahead. I dare you. Cast the big one. Oh, no. That's pretty good. I can't do anything about that. And I kind of want to play this Omen. I think I path this. It's too annoying not to. Yeah, Avaros will be playing this tomorrow, so if you're already enjoying the fact that we're going to try to, beat up our Yorion opponent, definitely check it out. If you don't want to see this version of the list, but you want to see the Soul Herder version, you can look tomorrow, and it'll be on YouTube, and then you'll laugh because I did everything wrong. So let's go ahead and get rid of this Ephemerate here. I think I want to be able to snap path. We'll just get rid of Ice Fang here. Force of Negation, 2 cards remain for our opponent. Got my Stream Decker on the watching tab, and I'm not currently in class, so I got to be on top of things. How can this deck keep up with the value being generated off opponent's deck? 0 value is being done here. 0. Uh-oh. Might need to keep Logic Knot and Omen open. Gonna have to wait on Serum Visions here. The deck one is the bottom one, Steven. We keep a few of those in there, though, and I do know it kind of adds a few extra things to click, but we do keep those in there just in case people would like to, get some of the other lists we play. Yorion here, they're going to attack for 2. Not too worried about this. This Helix will undo a lot of the damage they've already done to us. If they do nothing here, we'll definitely Omen at end step, see if we can hit a land or 2. We're actually in a reasonable spot. It would cast everything but 1 mana here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ooh, end steps here. Well. Posh Sun. Thank you for the follow. Omen of the Sea. They have like Restoration Angel in this build. They have Chords. It might cord something here. I'm not terribly worried about what they could get here. I'd be upset if they counter this, but I don't think I can do much about that. It's going to be a cord for 4. So we're going to get a Restoration Angel, Flickering Coiling Oracle here, getting the draw. A little bit dangerous here, but we definitely need our land drops. Avalanche Riders is pretty brutal. Alright, let's scry some lands here. Need a blue land. Oh my gosh, where are the lands? 80 cards. Scry both to the bottom, hit this thing that I can't cast. Oh, thank goodness. We found a land. Thank goodness. Alright, we'll just pass. Yeah, the Riders is scary in the opponent's deck. Echo cost, and what's scary here is that they could just like ephemerate. Yep. So we're gonna lose another land here. Now what am I gonna do? If I fetch here, I can Logic Knot 1, 2, 3, 4, and the fetch 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They just pay for this. Yeah, it's going to be 2 more here. Because they're going to ephemerate this, do this, and then they're going to Yorion as well. Do I show any more information here? We're going to lose both of our lands here this turn. How much information do I want to give them? Might be scoop and go to game 2. Just trying to determine if there's any way I get through this. This value is pretty good. I guess we shouldn't have tapped out that one time for the cord, but then we would have drawn 3 cards without lands. So how do I lose both lands here? Essentially, they're gonna ephemerate. I guess I can wait. I can lose 1 land here instead of 2. But I'm not sure what that's gonna do for me. So this is gonna bounce this. They're gonna kill a land. They'll go after our island here. Then they just do this. They could target again, and then I can fetch. Let's go ahead and just let this go and see how my opponent wants to play it out. Maybe take our top draw. Not cracking the Windswept Heath. The problem here is that the Ephemerate does this again next turn anyway when I get a land. And so I'm just going to sit here with a Windswept Heath and doing nothing. Avalanche Riders is a Darwin Castle? Oh, don't have another Ephemerate, please. Okay, Astrolabe. Yeah, it's got to be a proper color. I could Helix, yes. I mean, if I'm them, I just slam Yorion here, bounce this at their end step, and then they just target this. I have to fetch. And then I have to fetch a color that might get this or might not. It'll be blue and probably red is what I'll have to fetch. So that's what I would do the second main phase here. Just cast this and bounce. And so now I will be forced to fetch. And so we're going to have to just, fingers crossed. They'll bounce, Avalanche, Coiling, Noble, and Astrolabe here. Drawing 2 cards possibly and killing my next land. Durset, I like the idea. I'm not sure how powerful it would be, but I'm definitely down for the idea. Alright, everything goes away with Yorion here. They're going to bring everything back. They'll target the Windswept Heath, and I'm going to have to fetch in response. Then they have the Ephemerate on this as well. We can at least take the draw, but even if I don't know, I don't have anything. Let's get a Hallowed Fountain here, just make it look like we're blue-white. I don't want to show them green. So this works. They draw cards here. They're drawing a Chord of Calling, and that's nice. So I do hit a green land. Don't have the red. I can Logic Knot. I'm going to take 4, 5, 6. What they can do here as well is ephemerate Yorion and flicker everything again, killing my last land. But anyway, we'll just go to game 2. All right, that was slightly painful. Slightly painful. Okay. How do we want to work this? Supreme Verdict probably needs to come in. I can see definitely some Mystical Disputes. Ashiok's not a bad idea because they do try to search, and their deck leans heavily on the Court of Calling kind of shenanigans that they can do. Aether Gust could be a thing. The deck has actually got like 20 green cards in it. Oh, I did Liquid Oxygen. You're right. You're right. They'll have the combo option as well, which is rough. Any good enchantments you'd recommend? Blood Moon? Freaking Rider, man. Riding off into the sunset. I think we're going to have to bring both Wraths and Mysticals and Ashioks. Maybe the Aether Gusts here. Mana Leak I like. Force of Negation is not going to actually hit too many things. So we'll probably pull that out. I actually might want to drop a Singleton Path here. We have Archmage Charm, Force of Negations. That's 3. 2 more. People tell me not to do the Narset, but then the Narset's really good against all their card draw. Maybe I ditch like a Lightning Bolt here and like a 1 of something at the top end. Or maybe like 1 of Omen or something. Let's do a 1 of Euro, actually. You don't know about cutting the path? The only things I care about are Restoration Angel and Restoration Angel and Yorion. It is and isn't. I guess the spot removal is fine. We'll keep Lightning Bolt in and then get rid of something else higher up. Am I just getting rid of like an Omen? Try that. The Spell Snare is actually decent against them. Alright, cutting an Omen. Snap has an underwhelming in Bant Yorion, but we're not. We're 4 colors. Let's play first. Let's get more lands than 2. We really screwed that up. We killed the Soul Herder on site. We did it. Alright, Yorions are here. I have an Astrolabe that I can cast, and then a Spell Snare, and I have an Ashiok. I like that. Plus a spot removal. We go get basic planes. I like this. Alright. You're splashing red in 6? Ooh. Ooh, red in 6. Alright, I like this. We've got the cantrip. Cryptic's a little ways away. This is feeling okay, though. This is not easy stuff, for sure. I believe there's a basic planes, right? Right? Cantrip. Go ahead, opponent. Basic Island was really good to pick up here. Can Spell Snare and Path without even using Astrolabe. Feels pretty good. Feels pretty good. Okay. Misty Rainforest. The other thing they do a lot of is fetch lands, so the Ashiok could be pretty decent. Bird. I'm going to leave both Path and Spell Snare up here. Take no damage to do so. I think I realistically just want to slam an Ashiok here next turn. Let's see how that works out for us. Prismatic Vista. I'm going to get our 3rd color for our opponents. I wonder if I just play the Ashiok and don't mill them. I probably should, though. They have Eternal Witness as well. It's usually a card. Astrolabe, I can't do anything about that. Draws a card. The Incredible Value. 2 mana, 2 mana, 2 mana. Noble. It's me for 1. We're not going to do anything. I'm going to hold path for a later date. Another Cryptic. Let's go ahead and shock in here. I'm going to get the Ashiok down. If they were to play Yorion, I don't really care here. Let's go ahead and mill them a little bit too. Just try to hit some interesting things like 2 Soul Herders. Okay. Nice. They don't know I might have Force of Negation. Look at that. We basically broke their deck. We're clearly not going to mill them out here. I'm on 34 lands. Win conditions. Infinite with Sandbar. 5 mana. Oh gosh, it's Thragtusk. It's the Swagums. Mixed Swagums. Okay. Get a Scalding Darn here. What's funny is I can actually Yorion Flicker Ashiok, so I probably just want to keep going down with this. You're not excited? I like Tusk. Tusk is... I'm down with Tusky Boy. Let's put a Temple Garden into play. Shock it in. Let's go ahead and do the down ticks as well. Get some more cards. We hit another Soul Herder, a Cord, and a Bird of Paradise. I presume they will not cast anything and go straight to combat here. If they do, I'll probably... I want to Cryptic Tap, but... they could easily have their own counterspell. You know what's really crazy? Is that they have Thragtusk, they have Soul Herder and Yorion and Restoration Angel in the build. So at any point, this Thragtusk, like a path here, may do absolutely nothing. They just resto it, and they're just like, hee hee, beastie token. I probably just have to let the Ashiok die here. What you doing that for, Bolus? We'll allow it to resolve, or not resolve, attack here. I'm not going to try to path it. We got 3 of their Soul Herders. That feels pretty good. I'm sure they have something like Yorion Ephemerate or something crazy like that. In which case we're just probably dead. Coiling Oracle. Could Spell Snare this. If I do, they have 4 mana. Let's go for it. No drawing for you, opponent. No drawing for you. I feel safe on the Cryptic here, but we'll see. We'll see. This could be my downfall. Oh, just another one. Okay. Oh my gosh. You want to know what they get? What did they get off Coiling Oracle? They have 60 cards in their deck. What did they get? The 4th Soul Herder. Absolute madman. My opponent is unbelievable. Unbelievable. So we could pass something here, which I may go ahead and attempt to do. Then I can go get a Mystic. I like this play. All right, we'll just path here. Please no Ephemerate. Please no Restoration Angel. Please no Court of Calling. Please nothing. Just You have Soul Herder and you have an unknown card. Just don't be brutal to me. Dies. Or gets exiled. They do get their beast, though. Melissa DeTora said, I can answer any question you want on mutate. Then I asked Melissa, what happens if you mutate a Bolus, the Ravager, and then flip it? She was like, WTF, I don't know. Now, leave Melissa DeTora alone. Black-white tokens and Wolf Run Band player. Now, Bolus. Are we going to have to kick you? Go to our end step here. I'm not going to fetch. I'm not about that life. Mystic Sanctuary. I just don't know what I'm supposed to do here. Don't know what I'm supposed to do. Who's the boss? Oh gosh, these emotes, Evan. They're out of control. Probably over. Are there any other modern cards like Fertile Ground or Utopia Sprawl? Utopia Sprawl would be good. I think you said Courser is not too bad. Depends on what colors. Was it just straight green or are you in white? Because then you have Rest in Peace, you have Ghostly Prison, you have Nevermore. A lot of things, a lot of options. I bet my opponent doesn't have to cast a single card and can win this game. If you're in red, Blood Moon. You can also, if you're in red-green, you can play the God of Destiny. It is an enchantment after all. Dang enchantments. Heliod. The life-linking one. Eidolon of Rhetoric. Eidolon of Blossoms. Eidolon the Great Revel. I'm just going to pass again to us. Breeding Pool. We'll play that tapped. Go ahead, opponent. I'm going to have to path this beast, aren't I? This emote was great. Rip Evan. I love it. Oh. Grixis controlled Luris based around into the story and drowned the lock, winning off of Snap's search and Escantas. Alright, let me go get my YouTube link. Because we gotta share this. People, we've got a video coming out. Oops, that's YouTube Studio. Go to my channel. We have a video coming out soon. But until that does... Alright, we have a Glade. We gotta share this one. Bam. Bam, that one. Where are we at? Main phase, end of main phase, end step. Yay! Cord. Cord with counter backup here. Cord with counter backup. For 3, get Eternal Witness, get it back. The scary thing is that they can always get this. This is for Restoration Angel. Restoration Angel and has like Mana Leak open. Do I Cryptic here? I guess I Cryptic here. I kind of hate doing it. Kind of hate doing it. Just counter. We can bounce the beast, I guess. You're so sorry. I'm not watching chat anymore. It's just a bunch of Evans and who's and stuff. Counter draw. We'll attempt to counter draw here, but I have a feeling this is gonna just hit a. Oh, it's a Veil of Summer. And what's hilarious is if I had my own Veil of Summer, it wouldn't counter because they haven't cast a blue spell. You think this is a hard matchup? No, it's easy matchup. What are you talking about? Easy mode. Go get your Restoration Angel. That's, or the Avalanche Rider. Do it. Avalanche me. I probably do. We can combine if you'd like to. I've got to come up with another emote. I've got a couple ideas. I need some for my bits, because you can get the aggro mode if you do enough bits. And I think I've got a couple more slots that I can do something. I need something that like rains money or something for tier 3, because no one wants these tier 2 or tier 3 emotes. Look at that. Eternal Witness just gets back Court of Calling. Rinse and repeat. Rinse it. Oh, they just decide Veil of Summer. They don't even care about the Court of Calling. They don't care. You don't have aggro, Zale? Dog Check is one of them, Bolus. But that's in the better Twitch TV emotes. I've got a few over there for those fine folks, too. Question. Is my chat not working anymore? On the Apex, or not the Apex, on Streamlabs? Did it go away? Or is it there for you guys? Oh gosh, all this damage. It's not on screen? What happened to it? Hold on, refresh. Where did it all go? It's never been there? Oh my gosh, did I not set this up right? Oh, I know why. Oh my gosh, you guys. One moment. Streaming overlay, static overlay. Oh, look at that. We're back. It's never been there. Am I just taking 3, 4, 5, 6? I'm pathing a beast token, guys. I'm pathing a beast token, and then the Soul Herder's just gonna wreck me here. Oh my gosh, I'm dead. I'm so dead. You guys have been spamming great things, and it hasn't even been up this whole time. I am the legend. Evan, you need a companion emote right now. Do I just give up here? They're courting. Do I just give up? Oh, they're Yorion. Okay. Yorion ETB Flicker. Soul Herder Flicker. Flicker, 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 flicker. Oh look, just Yorion the beat now. Ta-da! Is this the gravy train? Just watch this. Watch all of this interaction. Flicker's Yorion here. Ta-da. Total Evan move. Yeah. Unprofessional stream here. Needs a Luris emote? I could do a Luris emote. Here we go. Value train. They'll just go get Court of Calling here. It will cause a loop, yep. The Soul Herder and all that. They're going to get ETB triggers all the time. By the way, my opponent was out of cards, and now they're not. I'm pretty sure we're dead. Oh, land. It's good land. Well, I could tap everything. No. No loopy scoop yet. We're going to let them do their thing, but I'm going to cryptic tap and draw. And when we cryptic tap and draw, what I can do is I could end up drawing the Supreme Verdict. And even though they'll have 7 cards and I will have exactly 2, we could come back from that. Mishra's Bauble is big. It's big now. Why couldn't I get this to work like this so well when I played it? Oh, that's right, because I'm not a bouncy land person. I can't play bounce things very well. Oh, we need Containment Priest in Modern now? Ooh! Ooh. That or you just need to have a way to get Torp Orb. It is hilarious to watch this try to beat, this deck across from us, try to beat Torp Orb. It's hilarious. Containment Priest was printed in a set that was EDH, I thought. What are we doing? We're going to just bolt me now? Making red? Here we go, Avalanche. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, dun, dun. Dun, 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 dun. Now they can chord for Restoration Angel. Flicker Yorion, flicker everything. Flicker. We're just letting our opponent have the time of their life. Give me Strixchan. Tap and draw. Incoming counter. Here we go. The counter of the century here. Oh, what are we doing? What are we doing? Keek Majeeks. For 4. We're gonna flicker something. Flickering Yorion. Oh, it's just Venser. It's just Venser. I'm done. We're done. We're going out. We're leaving. We're done. Let's find our next match. Get us out of here. Run away. Oh my gosh. This is so painful. Minecraft doesn't treat us like that. You're right, it doesn't. We got some Minecraft stuff coming up soon. Maybe Fridays, maybe Wednesdays. Maybe I'm just retiring from Magic. Maybe it's Minecraft stream time. Professional Minecraft streamer. Here. Here. You guys saw what happened when we raided that last Minecraft streamer, didn't you? Didn't you? I hope you did. If you didn't, we're going to fix that right now. I'm going to find it. Where was it? All this stuff in the sub Discord. There it is. Hold on. If you didn't see this clip yet, we're going to share it here. We're going to view it here. We're going to view this clip here just briefly because we need a pick-me-up. So if you didn't see this, when we were playing Minecraft the other day, we raided this dude, Melt Onog, and just watch. And I expect great things from Evan in the future. You ready? You ready?
Porch here, which gives us a good sight of the school. This school is going to Fluffy Wolf. Fluffy Wolf. What?
You watching? You watching?
Thank you so much. I appreciate the raid.
Dang. I'm just saying.
Oh yeah.
I'm just saying. I expect great things from Magic streamers now. Just saying. All right, let's find our next match here. Match number 2. VOD has been muted probably now up until about here. All right, we're against Bones, a Wise, Ready, 6288. How can I lose to that? We declare Yorion. Ah, oh, nothing has been declared from our opponent. We have a shot. The game will be so even now. I made that man's day, dude. We're gonna check that person out later as well. That person was chill, and they played marbles on stream. Oh, it was great. Bolus? What you on, Bolus? My opponent's down to 3 cards. Stomping Ground. These must be the 3 best cards of their life here. Oh gosh, I'm gonna get wrecked. You know why? You want to know what this is? It's gonna be a Blood Moon, but we can play around Blood Moon. We can play around Blood Moon because we're gonna go get that blue mana. You hate this deck? Well, let's teach this deck a lesson here. Oh, they don't have anything. It's because they milled to a bajillion. I'm still gonna go get blue. We're still gonna go get blue here. I know I can't Helix at the moment, but that's okay. That's okay. We're gonna get there in a couple turns. Hi Fluffy, have you played against Luris Jund? What are your thoughts about it? Decides to play another one of these. Hold on, I'll get my thoughts about Luris Jund here. Cover scan. That's my thoughts about Luris Jund. Extra Arbor Elf. Well, let's go ahead and fetch. Let's go ahead and get the white mana too. I just want to keep myself nice and safe here. We'll Omen. Teferi and Euro here. Bottom, I could just top. Top this, Helix them. I kind of want to put this on top. Let's put this on top, draw, and then we'll draw for the turn. Hit a field. I sort of want to play Euro down and not worry about the next card because I can probably Teferi it away. So let's go ahead and get a Breeding Pool or Stomping Ground. Probably just a Breeding Pool. I won't be able to Helix immediately, but that's okay with me. We'll worry about Helixing later. Alright, opponent's done with us. Opponent is done. Got him. There you go, Evan. That one's for you. Alright, so we've got clearly something with red and green in it. Aether Gust coming in. Wrath Supreme Verdicts here. Wear and Tear. Timely is a possibility in Celestial. Helix Lightning Bolt seem good. Singleton Path can be removed. Force of Negation is probably not very good. I could see Blood Moon being a problem. But I don't believe they play too much else that's worth this. I guess they play Choke now. They play Choke now. Alright, Narset's probably out here. They don't draw too much. One Snapcaster. I feel like a Logic Knot might not be very good. Not on the draw. Cryptic might be. Luris is interesting. Luris is an interesting card. Does weird things. 4 Utopia, 4 Prismatic, and 4 Dryad of the Grove. Support 4 colors, or is that too thin? You can play Astrolabe. But you're trying to play that enchantment deck. This is 5. This is an easy 5 in. I might not even care about having this timely. I want this Purge, though. Purge over 1 Omen. Let's run it. So far, we haven't cast Yorion ourselves. We got decimated by Yorion, but hey, we're going to go ahead and run this one. See if we can't do things here. Cool, no lander here. Decimated. We got decimated. So Yorion is 100% win rate on this stream so far. Let's mulligan this. I could probably get rid of a bolt here. I could probably honestly get rid of a bolt here. Silly opponent not having a companion. Yeah, where's Obosh or whatever? Basic Forest. Utopia Sprawl is pretty good. We'll play Scalding Tarn first. We may have to get an island here. Apparently MTG bot doesn't think I'm doing anything tonight. Companion shows us who has friends and who doesn't. Bonus Utopia Sprawl. I'm not gonna fetch yet. We'll wait one more turn. This is looking frightening. Also, they kept one lander again. I wish I had a Ghost Quarter. Yeah, no, big B. Go ahead and shock this in, make it look like I have some sort of counter here. End step Omen, try to draw our third land, and then have Archmage Charm into Cryptic Command. Feels good. We'll see, though. What do I think of Obosh Gruul? Is Bloodbraid Elf just too good to cut? Bloodbraid's pretty good, not gonna lie. Not gonna lie. There's a Magus. We'll float Helix mana here and just hope they have no protection spell. Helixed. Gain our life back here. Bloodbraid Elf's pretty good card. Serum Visions. Let's go ahead and do this. Try to draw a land here for this Omen. We did draw a land. Oh, I like all of this. I like all of this. If I don't have to fetch, I could get the Teferi right after. This comes into play tapped, unfortunately. So we just have a Bolt here. We'll hope it's another Magus and not a Blood Moon. We're also going to hope that they don't have Choke here. I shouldn't have to fetch, but we'll see. I don't have to tap until end step, which is nice. Opponent's really, really trying here. Splashing that red. Alright, land in, play, pass turn. Alright, I don't have any more spot removal, but I've got the Archmage Charm, and I could try to get the Teferi. I might even just shuffle it away and try to get enough for Yorion and just like, let's go. Like, if they don't play anything too frightening, I could just Omen here. Oh. Bloodbraid, A. Spins into a Bolt. Oh, we could bounce the forest. Oh my gosh. That's a great idea. That's worth it. And we can go get a basic plains here too, just to have on the off chance we need it. I like that. Counter bounce the land. Cryptic bounce. Cryptic bounce, go to the next level. Counter target spell, return permanent. Boom! Goodbye! Who cares about Teferi? They should probably... Or did they already put this into play? I don't know. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Let's play into Omen and Archmage Charm here, and then we'll do Yorion next turn. Bounce is one of your favorite modes. Easy game. Avaros is so ecstatic right now. Let's go ahead and go get another basic here. This way we're a little bit safer. We'll leave green open for the Omen. Jace is pretty good here, right? Right? Do I care about Jace? I don't see any reason why I shouldn't. Purge. Yeah, we could uptick here. We could uptick to keep them off of land or attempt to keep them off of land. It's not gonna matter. Opponent's done with us. Yeah. Didn't get to cast Yorion. Oh well. Oh well. Who's Ponza now? You mean like that? Oh, I'm too fast. Oh, lightning fingers here. You know what? I don't have emote slots. Because if I did, I could get like... We could get like a couple more words and like really play with people's minds. Have you seen the new guy? No? Yes? No? New guy? Yorion's declared here. No declaration for my opponent. And we've got double Ice Fang. Let's have at my opponent. Good luck, have fun. You too, opponent. Such a cheery opponent. Alright, Temple Garden here will be what I get. Since we mentioned it earlier, Torpor Orb alternatives. No. There is but only one thing to do, and it is Torpor Orb. Got that notification. Scalding turn here. Can't get Temple Garden, so we'll get Breeding Pool. Just testing you fine folks. We do want green. I was hoping for white because of Teferi, but... Polluted Delta on their end step. Watery Grave tapped. I'll let them remand this or mana leak it or something else. Island. Watery Grave Island. Oh. Alright, let's go for it. Yeah. I want to mill to my Euro. Euro Master. Euro Master. Let's go. Yeah, we'll always yield. We'll always yield. Let's just go all the way here. 80 card deck. We're ready. We're just setting up our Ice Fangs here to draw more with Yorion. We're going to get Yorion in this game. We'll do Yorion before Teferi because we're just going to mill ourselves out a whole bunch and get Euro online. Polluted Delta Floodstrand for our opponent. Opponent is like challenge accepted. Uh-oh. Quadruple trap incoming. Quadruple trap incoming. Here we go. Lightning Bolt, Omen, this, that. Oh, Spell Snare's not bad. Okay. Okay. Let's play a basic here. Death Touch. Swing for 2, pass turn. It is, isn't it? Isn't it? It's great. I need to get that for my raid music. Need to double check if it would get blocked out by a VOD. Quadruple with Snapcaster. Quadruple with Snapcaster. They just end me. Let's see if they force me to shuffle. No. Gonna take down my green. I'll float red. Floating that red briefly here. Might be important. I kind of want the red for the crab. Hushwing Griff, heck yeah. Field and Collective Brutality for our opponent milled over. We have 60 cards to go. They're at 43 cards. I think we'll mill them faster. 4 mana here, 2 mana. Glimpse the Unthinkable, nails me for a bunch. Euromaster hits the bin. Opponent's not happy about seeing that. We're definitely playing Yorion though. We got to get some Yorion love in the channel. Snapcaster and Yorion number 2 here. Land. Let's swing for 2. Swing for 2. Gets a big threat into play too anyway. Ta-da! The Sky Nomad here. Oh no! Do they have a counter? They will pay for this. They will pay. Alright. Oh dang, there's a surgical. Oh gosh. Don't have Snapcaster. I gotta get Euro out of here. Quick! Save the Euro! Land. Glimpses me. We're down to 37. Okay. This isn't looking so hot. Alright, last guy, good luck with the league. Surgical's Euro. Euromeister. Oh boy. I guess I Teferi? Who's the fight me? Game's over? What are you talking about, game's over? What are you talking about? They're at 10. 12. 10. What else do they have? I got a Bolt here, too. I'm going to 26. Got Teferi. Bounce Teferi. We're good so far. Sort of. Untap a whole bunch. There's little Teferi. Play little Teferi down. Bounce the Mesmeric Orb. To hand. Swing for 2. Force a negation. Who's saying this game's over? They got nothing. They got nothing. Dark Slick Shores. Mesmeric Orb, unknown card in hand. Decides not to play any of it. Okay. Up. Swing for 2. Do I just slam it to Fairy here? Probably don't even bother. We'll make them play the first move. I have a Force of Negation I can cast. I've got Spell Snare. I don't know. I'm not losing this. Not yet. Maybe. Maybe they're a little bit behind. We're not playing out our Codal. Doesn't really do too much here. Distracted by the yeehaws and all the aboves in chat. And Serum Vision's here to set up our next draws. You can't do that, opponent. I don't know what you're doing here. Denied. Denied. Bottom, top. I will not mill that card either. Because I'm gonna get ya. Gonna get ya. Inquisition. Inquisition. Yeah, we could bolt. The trap is coming if we do that. Let me think here for a moment. How many steam vents do I have over here? I have 2. 1 basic. Let's go looking for it. Let me see if I can just finish the game now. Nice slow roll. Let's see what else is in the library anyway. Mystic Sanctuaries. What do we want to put on top here? We can put a cryptic on top. Astrolabe would have been red, yes. If I put a cryptic on top, I can snap. I can then cryptic. Let me just put an Archmage Charm. And I think I can just let the Inquisition resolve here. We have the win here. I don't know if we do or not. We probably do. Force this, snap the orb. We're being asked a few things in chat too. It's distracting me. Distracting me. They take the force of negation here. Have to be impressed by the mill, yeah. Yeah, we have 14 cards left. They really went after us. Distractions. Here they should feel the room before proceeding. I fetched so their one card is free. I have an Archmage Charm on top. I could go get it, but then I don't have enough here. Just snap bolt. What does that do for me? Then I lose? Don't I? I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what I'm doing. Everyone's telling me what to do. I'm no snap bolt snap player here. I don't know what I'm doing. This is 13. Okay. Got one card left. I don't know what I'm doing. What's up, Viridian? We know the last card. We bounced it earlier with Teferi. I got the spell snare for it. We get. We got there. Working from home. Why do you put that in quotes? Why do you put that in quotes? See, I didn't have to bolt snap bolt. Mind pressure games here. All right, I think I'll just go do this. I just want you to know that you are a very nice guy. Well, thank you. Thank you. Appreciate it. So I just do this and just go, see what happens? I kind of want to. 94 cards our mill opponent has to get through. 94 cards. It's probably not right, but it would be hilarious. Do it. Submitted. 94 cards. Good luck. There you go, bud. What's the MTG Goldfish link? I am going to have trouble. We have one card in our sideboard. Oh, have trouble drawing lands. No problem. 4, and they're perfect. Keep. Oh, I have Narset. Oh, it's so perfect. Oh, we can't lose. Oh. I just said 94 cards. Let's do this. Oh gosh, it's Jace, and I even have the spot removal. It's unbelievable. Oh, that's pretty perfect. Oh. Oh. Let's just shock in here. Maybe I want to path at some point. Dance for perfect hands. Here. Wow. Wow. Oh, goodness. You have 4 more cards in your hand? Alright. I mean, am I just, like, pathing that? And snap pathing or something? They don't even attack. They don't have to do anything. They don't have to do it. I'm not going to take any damage here either. Shelldock. This can attack still. Man, if I can get to Verdict, I'll be so happy. Put something under. Hit me for 1. Go for it. Nice. Alright. Not going to fetch with the Flooded Strand. I'm just going to put things into play tapped. Let's risk it all here. Legit drew this in the first thought. Why the heck do I have Aether Gust in the deck? Oh, that's a dead card. Where's my Force of Negation? Looks like we're going to get tagged for 2 here. I'm getting Supreme Verdict ready. I will not fetch. Literally draws this card. What is this doing? Oh, it's perfect. It's so perfect. It couldn't be more perfect. I can use it now. Oh my gosh. Verdict. Force a negation backup just in case. Can pitch to the card that's completely useless. You could not draw better. I can get Yorion down next turn if I want to try that. Glimpse? Sure. Have at my 90 cards. Go for it. No! No! I had yielded. I don't really care about Teferi. We only have one other one in the deck anyway. There's 72 cards. It would be so hard to find at this point. They don't even take this one. They just leave it there to rot. Just rotting there. Alright, if you have the Archive Trap, you've got the Archive Trap. What do I want to put on top? Nothing, because I don't have enough. Breeding Pool, shock it in. Let's go get Yorion down. Ta-da! Solid 4/5 value. No other value there. Flicker. Drown in the Lock. Get out of here. Pitching Aether Gust. Card's useless. Oh, I probably should fetch some right on time. Fetch some basics. Let's see here. We have Snap, Force. Sounds good. We'll just hang tight here. I'm not even going to cast the Astrolabe. Companion as it was meant to be played. Just a solid 4/5. Nothing crazy. No need to fetch here. Logic not backup. Swing for 4. Pass the turn. Get him. As Richard Garfield. It's Richard Garfield, right? As it was all intended. Draw the snow basic. Now I can play Astrolabe. Not even going to use Narset here. Let's play this Astrolabe. Draw an extra card. Oh, Aether Gust. Look at that card. Feels pretty good. I could Snapcaster here, but we're going to take Yorion the full distance here. No other creature is needed. Nothing. In we go. Down to 1. Oh, just kidding. We tried. Blue. Blue? Need the Logic Knot for 3. Teferi, get out. Teferi and this other Teferi that wasn't exiled, get out of here. I could do so much more and make this Drown the Lock not even matter, but we're going to chance it here. We're going to chance it. We could literally Logic Knot for 1 billion and then they counter this and this doesn't kill this, right? Taking down Mill. 94 card special. He still had to mill 65. Well, we did bring our entire sideboard in. I mean, not a typical play. Aether Gust pretty bad in the matchup, but actually proving to be the card we needed for the Force. Nice mill deck. Well, they did run into a Yorion. You can't blame them. That was worth it, wasn't it, Avaros? Did that make you happy? I know today's supposed to be a relaxing day. Avaros will be streaming tomorrow. Might even be streaming this. Probably won't run into Mill at all. He'll probably run into only red-green, but we can be there to support him tomorrow. Be sure to follow Avaros. Let's go. Classic Legacy Strap brought to Modern. It pitches the Force. Put in the deck. You'll cry many tears. Maybe we can get a hype train going for you. Whoa, this is cool. Look at Ashley. Let's play first. Let's reveal what we're doing. Yorion. What do you got, opponent? Ooh. Are they revealing? Ooh. Are we revealing? Are we ready? That's not the reveal. Who's the perfy? Who's the perfy? Dun, 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 dun. Our arch nemesis. We'll keep this hand. Teferi power. All right, here we go. Do you think 4-color controller is the evolution from Bant Snow? That I would actually go ahead and pass over to Avaros. He'll probably have a better understanding of if this is a direction for Bant Snow. He's probably played it a lot more. For me, I would think no. I think this is just, let's see what we can do with Yorion. It's not optimized in the sense that you're going to be... It's not optimized in the sense that you're going to have the 60 cards, you're going to be really streamlined, because we kind of have this extra amount in the deck. And it's kind of... I'm not going to say it's terrible, but... Oh, this is... Oh, shoot. This could be bad. It's Boggles. Them Boggles. Them Bogglies. Shoot. Shoot. This could be really bad. Let's grab a breeding pool here. Boggles. Boggles. Glade Cover Scout. All right, let's go ahead and get this Omen doing things for us. They've said fluffy wolves are cute, but slippery boggles are cool. There you go. There you go. Impact and Navarro's getting in there, chatting it up about Bant Snow. Oh my gosh, I just found out where in the chat this. Oh my gosh, there we go. I found the viewers tab in OBS, Streamlabs OBS. Gain control of target non-land permanent with converted mana cost 1 or less. Can I gain control of this? You hate boggles? It'll be okay. Not really, but it'll be okay. Bottom, we'll put the cryptic command on top. I'd like to take that. Might buy us a little bit of time. We're going to use Teferi here off of a Hallowed Fountain. Bounce something here. Slow him down just a little bit. Force Negation's not bad. Go get that Hallowed Fountain. Hallowed Fountain, W, Teferi, Teferi. Let's bounce that Ethereal Armor here. That way I can Force a Negation it as well. Ooh, Serum Visions. That might actually not be bad. Force a Negation the Ethereal Armor with the Serum Visions. Follow it up with a Cryptic Archmage Charm, something like that. Teferi, Teferi. Alright, we're definitely doing this. Getting rid of that Serum Visions. Not what I want to be casting. We'll hope they don't have another Ethereal Armor here. Well, okay. 4 damage. Decides Teferi is not worth any trouble here. Flooded Strand. Might be worth it to go ahead and crack a Flooded Strand here. We can put a Force of Negation on top. I could also Cryptic Command. Bounce, draw, I don't know. All that glitters here. What if I counter and bounce the Ethereal Armor here? Counter, bounce the Ethereal Armor, take a bit of damage. Let's do, hold on. Counter, bounce Ethereal. They hit me for 2. When I do this, I put the Force of Negation on top. Play land, play Teferi. Grab the Force. I want to play the Fog game. I don't know. Let's counter target spell and return a permanent to its owner's hands. Let's try this line. Something a little bit different. I know I could fog them here, but this is actually reducing quite a bit as well. And then I can get the hero down and up and draw. So I'm getting my draw regardless. Take our 2 here. And we'll get this Teferi up as well. The other thing I could do here is I could Yorion. That's a blocker. And flicker Omen here to draw an extra card. And then I have Force here. What about that? What about that line? Actually, that's a really good line. Yeah, we'll flicker Teferi as well. I like this line. Let's do this with Force and Negation backup. And we'll do these things. Yes. Flicker, flicker. Goodbye. I already upticked the Teferi, so there it goes. I like this. Return those. Teferi got double loyalty there. And then I get to scry 2 and draw a card. Oh, it's Snapcaster and an island. We can force a negation Archmage Charm. Follow this up with Snapcaster Cryptic, possibly. Swinging for 4, swinging for 4. I'm gonna put both of these on top. Something tells me I should do this. Okay, let's go, Boggles. Let's go. Oh, land. Ethereal Armor. We're gonna counter this, getting rid of... Maybe I should get rid of Teferi. No. Stay the course. Archmage Charm. Countered. What else you got for me, opponent? Spirit Mantle. No! It's a 3/3. Unbelievable. In they go. Absolutely not Teferi. So I have to bounce the Spirit Mantle here. Bounce and go crazy. You want to bounce this Omen here? Why would we bounce Omen? Omen to replay? Then I can't Snapcaster Cryptic. I want to be able to Snapcaster Cryptic. We're gonna get rid of the Spirit Mantle. I've got a line, so we're gonna watch this play out, and you're gonna all be kept in the dark until I find it. Land draw, pass turn. I can't attack. We're gonna bait this in. It's gonna be so hard. This bait. It's gonna be delicious. It's gonna taste so scout and boggly. You watch. We got this. I'm not replaying it this turn. No, we're making them replay the Spirit Mantle here. Daybreak Coronet. Fine. Fine, opponent. I want this to attack me. Come at me, baby. Nice. Snapcaster Cryptic Bounce Spider Umbra. Nom the Glade Scout. Return permanent to its owner's hand. And we'll draw a card. Bye-bye Spider Umbra. Block with Yorion because big boy. Look at that 1/1. Ugh. Block. Okay. Making things work. We have Omen, we have Teferi here. Ooh, we have a Jace. Alright, this Teferi goes up. Do I just Teferi here, try to draw? They did take a crazy line. They're trying to finish us off. You do like my line. Them boggle people. They're so greedy. Let's do Teferi here, uptick. See what else I draw. Oh, couldn't be better. In for damage. Leaving nothing behind. Let's win this game. Untap. Nice. Nice. Will Lurrus beat us? Find out next time. There's a bottle. I'm just going to counter him. Horizon Canopy is cracked here. Archmage Charm goes to the bin. They could have a follow-up here. If they don't, Flooded Strand, go get this island that Mystic Sanctuaries, replay the Archmage Charm on top, take the Teferis, taking down Boggles. Let's go to game number 2. Supreme Verdicts here, Wrath of God. Probably want to consider maybe some Aether Gusts here. Ashiok. Yes. I like these 5. What do I not like? I don't like Lightning Bolt as much. I'll probably just take all the Lightning Bolts out with the idea that I could Helix. You know what? Let's take Paths. Yeah, let's take some Paths out, actually. You know what? Just take all the Paths out. It's just not going to matter. All the Paths out, and we'll get rid of 1 Omen, I think. We'll see how that runs for us. It was really good to play Yorion there. That really worked well. Look at them bunny ears. Why does Chandra have bunny ears? What are you doing over there, Logical? What are you doing? All right. Why does my wolf have bunny ears? What is going on? You crazy people. Let's declare. Declared. You people are nuts. People are nuts. The flood is inside the basket. Let's keep this hand. Let's just watch us just burn. All right, Larissa and Yorion are doing things here. Shocks, Scout. All right. I'm going to just try to set things up with the Serum Visions. Got a long way to go here. Ice Fang's pretty sweet. We'll put this on bottom. We're going to be fetching anyway. Cool. Ice Fang's pretty decent here. Look at the Easter eggs around the rip. Oh my gosh. Our record currently is what? We're in match number 4. That one is kind of perfect. The little Easter eggs. I like it. All right. Land, go. I can Aether Gust something now. I can then follow that up with an Archmage Charm. Then I can sneak in the Kotal at some point. They have Totem Armor. Got a little ways to go here before we get any of that going for us. Another Scout. Do I care about this as much? Let's go crazy line here. All right, you ready? We're going to allow this to resolve. We're going to let an Omen of the Sea be put into play this time. We're going to go ahead and take 2 here. We're going to basically set ourselves up to find and top deck one of our Wrath effects. We're going to take the Archmage Charm or this Aether Gust. Do the nasties to them. We're going to go get a Breeding Pool here. I know I'm taking extra damage. I should probably be at end step. We'll Omen and start digging for our Wrath effect. Yes, we do need white mana as well. Let's bottom both of these. We find our land. Need a little more white mana. All right. 2 Archmage Charms, an Ice Fang Kotal, and an Aether Gust here. We're getting there. We're getting there. We're getting there. Could sacrifice the Omen Scry too. Dig more. Might be worth it. Might be more worth it after the fact. Here's a Spider Umbra. I think I've actually got to counter this spell. I can't have them have 2 Umbras here. Not the line we've chosen. My opponent's on 1 land as well. We'll take 3, go to 10. All right. Ashiok is currently not needed. We'll pass the turn. We can go get a snow. If we go get a snow plains, we can jump in front of the scout and get rid of the spider umbra. Because we'll have death touch. We'll do that with this now. The ethereal armor doesn't matter here. We're jumping in front. Basic plains here. Get Ice Fang. First strike. It's true. First strike is a thing. This gave it first strike, didn't it? Oh well, I'm still blocking. We'll be fine. We'll be fine. At end step, let's go ahead and pop the spider umbra into the air. We're good. We're good. First strike. We're not worried. They put that on the bottom of their library. Mystic Sanctuary. Mystic Sanctuary. Let's put a Serum Visions on top. That'll help us draw a little bit more. We'll pass to them. Last God's got some Dancing House. Hold that to counterbounce. We could have. We could have. It's just 3 to do this. We'll allow that to resolve here. And we're going to do a tap and draw. Counterbounce was a huge tempo play. Probably. Alright, well, it's been fixed. We fixed it, because I get to do Mystic Sanctuary here. Pick up the Cryptic Command. I'll at least draw that. Look, it was fixed. No problem. We got this. Serum Visions, draw that card. One, two, three. 1, 2. Play this in a play. Oh. I feel like I've got to bottom both of these. I need more white too. This will be problematic. They have 2 enchantments out now. I think we'll be okay. All right, they've got an extra land here. They found their land. Tap and draw again. Ice Fang's a redraw. Looking a little sketchy. Rest in Peace. Okay, we can't do the looping anymore. Rest in Peace is kind of an interesting one to see with the Luris. Should I just play this to gain 3 life? What happens if I do that? Just gain 3? go ahead and gain 3 and draw our card. I know it goes away to do the rest in peace. Still looking for... Ooh, that was not a bad one. Okay. We're at 11. We can Ice Fang. I could even Hallowed Fountain and draw even more with Archmage Charm here. All that glitters here. I have to counter this, right? This is going to get too big. This doesn't feel very good to have to do. Can I do it off a Sacred Foundry? No. Have to be like a Hallowed Fountain, maybe? I might have taken too much damage here. We'll go ahead and counter target spell, though. Do I have any way to deal with the boggles? Yes, I have a Supreme Verdict and a Wrath of God somewhere in the deck. So we're going to go to 1 here. I'm going to get a couple draws out. I'm going to get the draw here. I'm going to get the Ice Fang draw. Just don't have an Umbra here. Don't have an Umbra. I do know he has Spider Umbra in hand. So if I do 1, 2, 3, scry 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, I can get as many looks as I can here. So we'll go ahead and scry 2. These are both on the bottom. Man, I could Aether Gust away the Rancor during attacks, but they have 2 things. I gotta bottom both. And then we'll Ice Fang here and hope I draw one of my Wraths. And draw a Narset. That's a bummer. It looks like I have Cryptic, and if I had Cryptic one more time, I'd have a real good shot at this. Didn't quite get there, it looks like. I'll have to go to game 3. Maybe I would have played that a bit differently. We would have had a shot. Couple more turns to dig. Alright. Dang it. I didn't even need Lyris. Snap. What else was I going to see here? Astrolabe. Oh, it's not going to let me. We'll never know. No. Forgot the Wear and Tear. That should be in. What is Ashiok for? It's to clear the graveyard for when they play Lyris and try to basically get back what they're doing here after I Wrath. It is literally for Lyris, and it probably is needed. I wonder if Spell Snare. It's probably okay. Let's drop a Lightning Bolt for the Wear and Tear. Maybe I should have the Omen in here instead of this Lightning Bolt as well. I know I'm going down threats for Lyris, but digging is probably just more important being on the play. Okay. Whew. All right. Let's do this. Come on. We can do this. All right. Let's play first. Let's declare Yorion here. The other thing is Yorion's just a good blocker. We maybe should have played that a little bit earlier. Even if it was just kind of a chump block. Oh, this hand's bad. All right. Let's mulligan this. Too many 4s and 3s with only 1 land. We have an Ice Fang. I can ditch the Bolt probably. Move it to Fairy. I go get a Hallowed Fountain. Then the Breeding Pool. Draw. I'll keep this. Maybe I can get to Jace. Only 2 Wraths in the 80 cards? Well, we only have 2 sideboard slots. Or we only use 2 sideboard slots for it. You could build the deck differently. The deck's just not built that way. It's built to utilize Yorion a little bit more than a typical just blue-white control. A lot of spot removal. We don't expect to run into too many boggles. And we're trying to do our just best with what we've got. Alright, Razor Verge. I'm assuming a creature. We'll go get a Hallowed Fountain to kick things off. We'll shock in the Breeding Pool, I think. Land would be good here. Snapcaster's okay. Go ahead and put that in. I would actually throw away a Snapcaster here. I would throw away a Snapcaster to get rid of the Scout here, if they don't have something too crazy here. What if Foothills? Foothills? Temple Garden. This feels... Oh, it's just tapped. Ethereal. It's a 2/2 first striker. First strike gets around Snapcaster. We'll just take the 2 this turn. We're going to use a Ice Fang to draw. Gotta hit our lands for this Teferi. Good land, good land. Serum Visions. Okay, so here I'm kind of feeling like Teferi, bounce the Ethereal Armor. I have a feeling they have Daybreak Coronet. They didn't have another 1-drop. They would have shocked this in easily and gone in on it, I think, because they're trying to complete the game fast. So I'm thinking it's like Daybreak Coronet or something, so I think a bounce here is probably just completely fine. If they have like Rancor, if they have Rancor and this Ethereal Armor, then they're just, yeah, they just get way over us. Drawing there. Leaving the Ice Fang back just to block, maybe with Teferi. I'm expecting the Ethereal Armor to show back up here. Next turn, maybe Serum Visions and Snapcaster. There's Ethereal Armor again. Land, so they'll shock this in and play a 2 like a Daybreak Coronet here. We have to be careful. Even killing this right now, Luris will come back and then get to pick it out of the graveyard. Hey, look. Daybreak Coronet. Wow. That's crazy. I am going to chump here. That's a little too much damage. And I'm not close to 5 here for Yorion to flicker the Ice Fang Codal. Looks like we're going to be chump blocking a little bit here. Up. We'll do Serum Visions. Trying to hit a land. We do hit a land. So I hit a land here. Do I just need to Snapcaster following turn Jace and try to look for a something? Or do I need to be Snapcaster, Omen the following 2 turns? I don't think Euro's enough here. And I almost don't want to keep this Sacred Foundry. I know it'll go for Teferi, but I think I need one of my Wrath effects. Just bottom both of these. Play this out. If it's completely brutal here, with like a Rancor, then I'll go ahead and Omen instead. But if it's not terrible, I can maybe get away with a Snapcaster block. 1 card left. Oh, well, that answers that. Looks like we're digging. Don't make you scream. Do I do this before shuffling, or do I do it after shuffling? We've already put a few things on the bottom. So I guess I Omen now. think before is probably correct. Kind of the most chances here, right? That's the idea. They have this Umbra here. Scalding Tarn, Serum Visions. Just bottom both of these, take a random draw. Ashiok, and another random draw? Dang it. It's DJ Euro. Terminus one time. I know, right? Let's take one more draw just for the fun of it. Helix. Doesn't save me. Good game, opponent. Good game. The boggle just got too big. We never found our wrath effects in game 2 and game 3. If we were to run into more boggles, we probably don't want as many. We don't want as many spot removal. We would want a little more board wipe. But yeah. What have you done, dear Floofers? I don't know. What have you done? It's not loading. I wish this wasn't so big, or I didn't have the Spirit Mantle. Then I could chump block a couple times. Then use Jace. Although, apparently, we weren't going to find it anywhere. Dang it. 2-2. Alright, let's play another league match here. While we're trying to find our opponent. What are you... Uh-oh. Oh, gosh. Oh, gosh. Spider, put that away. Put that away. Blessed Alliance would be pretty good. That's fair. That's fair. Maybe a singleton Blessed Alliance over a Lightning Bolt. It's hard to say. It's hard to say. Never saw our Wear and Tear. So here you go, Evan. Evan's going to play this tomorrow. For those that are not familiar with Evan, maybe give him a follow and you'll get to see a repeat of this one tomorrow. Because you have 15 sideboard, 14 kind of technically, you don't see your sideboard cards as much. And so yes, they're great, but they've got to be like fantastic, I think, in the match. A perfect example here is we just weren't finding our Wrath of Gods. If we feel like we're going to need a Wrath of God, it's almost worth playing like some sort of play set of them to bring in. I ironically found a lot of Teferis, but you're just not going to find these silver bullets as much. It makes me think that like a Karn would be a really good inclusion, and a couple random artifacts. Like 2 Karns in the main, and I say that because then you could go get like Torpor, Ensnaring Bridge. You can go get something that's a graveyard hate, versus trying to find them game 2 and game 3 and 80 cards. It's just a thought. The deck obviously is trying to just play these things and then just churn through all its cards too, so there is that going for it. We'll keep this hand. It's relatively decent here. We have triple blue, we have no white, but we do have an Ice Fang here as well. We'll hope that my opponent doesn't burn us out. I feel like playing a 1-of is pretty tough when it's on 80 cards. Yeah. We'll play Astrolabe here. Cantrip. And pass the turn back. Logic Knot. It's not very good right now. Glory fades. I agree. I learned an interesting thing just now. You know how you said Wizards Flame Jab? With Retrace. Oh boy. Alright, well, I can play a Flooded Strand here, have Logic Knot and Snapcaster and Ice Fang here. Apparently Sandbot did help develop Ikoria. Told them not to do companion. Told them it was a horrible idea and they did it anyway. Really? That's crazy. That would be crazy. I want to go get white here. I guess I can go shock and breeding pool. Hope it doesn't... Or not, shock and hallowed fountain here. Just hope it doesn't hurt us too much. Gonna go ahead and cycle a Ice Fang Codal into play. You could maybe Glory. Possibly. Let's play a breeding pool tapped and pass turn. We'll swing for 1, I suppose. Alright, so we have Helix up, we have Snap, we have Logic Knot for 1. Opponent's red-green with a Flame Jab. Cycles an Unearth here. They have no companion. They have no companion. Floating red mana. Flame Jab, Ice Fang. Sure. By all means. I think I'm just going to play Jace. I don't know what their deck is. We'll just use Jace Brainstorm once here. I mean, I guess I could go up here. Avoid Bolt. Maybe that's what I should do here. You know what? Let's just go up here. I've got okay things in my hand. Let's go up, avoid a Bolt. If they want to throw more damage here. Bloodstain Mire. Sure, let's put that on the bottom. Sure. We'll let them draw an actionable card. They're probably going to fetch anyway. Blood Crypt. Shocks it in. There's the Bolt. So they got to throw a few more resources at the Jace here. That'll clear the way for Yorion. Double Bolt to Mind Sculptor. I don't know what's going on, ladies and gentlemen, but I'm kind of okay with it. All right, let's do some fun things here. Let's go ahead into Fairy. We're gonna balance Astrolabe. We're gonna replay Astrolabe. I know this shuts off the Logic Knot for a turn, but I'm not feeling that I'm too afraid of what they've got going on. Play Astrolabe, draw a card, and then we get to Serum Visions too. Could have Scryed first, but I'm pretty confident on the top of my library here. Feel the Rune's fine. We'll bottom these. We got an Ice Fang Codal. Go ahead. Depends on how deep we want to go with this Yorion and what things we want to be bouncing. Because they won't be able to play at instant speed here. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They'll probably Flame Jab to Fairy, which is fine. Just more damage going towards things that I really don't care about. Maybe I try to like Ice Fang Codal and step and get some more value out of what we're doing here. Let's go ahead and nail this Blood Crypt. And we'll just Ice Fang at end step here. Ice Fang at end step, maybe Helix them or something to gain a little bit of life, and then Yorion next turn. Record's currently 2-2. The record is 2-2. I have no idea what my opponent's doing though. Couple lightning bolts, an unearth, and a flame jab. Jund colors. Okay. We'll just play a Ice Fang. It's back. Oof is back. Draw a card. Lightning bolt of my own. Helix. So attack for 1, and then we'll put Yorion into play here. Should be pretty safe to do this. Yorion, Flicker, Ice Fang, Flicker, Astrolabe. Draw a couple more cards here. Just outvalue our opponent at this point. A draw. I guess I'm going to have to get rid of some things. We'll just get rid of 2 lands here. I drew a land, so I'm pretty happy with that. Evan the Oof. Evan the Mighty Oof. There's a Shriek Maw. I guess I don't really want that to happen. Do I want to put something on top? I don't think I really have anything. Let's just get another Hallowed Fountain here. Let's go ahead and Logic, not this. Hit a few lands here just to be sure that they don't have some sort of Simian Spear Guide rituals. So I have 9 damage here, plus 5 here. We can put them to 1. I might Flame Jab Ice Fang here. Flame Jab. So many jabs. Need a little more red to be able to put them to 1 immediately. Here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's play a Jace here. Let's look at cards. Try to find more red mana. We technically found more red mana. Swing for 4, pass turn. So now I have double Helix here. Seems good. Double Helix, followed by Bolt, Snap, Bolt. Still not sure what our opponent's doing. They're now at 4 mana. We could Snap, Logic, not. Maybe I just wait. Yeah, I'll just wait. This reminds you of a Dark Souls message. Draw cards. Put lands back. Swing for 4. I don't really know what they're doing here. What do we think they're doing? Astrolabe just to be able to have all the red I need here. Going to go ahead and make some red. Let's bolt them. Let's go ahead and Helix them. And Helix them. What intoxicating innocence? Whoa. Whoa, calm down. There we go. Take down whatever this Jund thing's going on here with flame jabs. I guess I'll play Ashiok? Maybe a Surgical? Aether Gust? Celestial Purge? Let me get rid of a Spell Snare. I didn't see anything on 2. Shame on you, sweet fluffy wolf. Oh no, what's happening? Let's take out a pair. Let's take out 1 path. I don't know. I'm going to take out a pair of Narsets here. And 1 Omen, and just like, okay, let's do this. I'm lost. I've got nothing for you. Got nothing for the team. What's the record? The record is 2-2. All right, Yorion's played here. Hand looks looks pretty good. We'll just go ahead and keep it. We have the Flooded Strand here. Go get like a breeding pool or something. We've got this Aether Gust as well. Cowan, thank you for the follow. Somebody song dono, please. We don't play songs here on the stream. You are more than welcome to play songs on your own machine if you would like to while watching. Hi, I just got here. What happened to your opponent's commander? He forgot to click it at the start of the game. They don't have one. But who knows? Maybe they should have one. Inquisition's me. All right. No commander in 2020. Very confusing. Very confusing. No, Avaris, I'm not going to play a song. Then I'll get copyright claimed on YouTube. You know this. You know this. Tart takes an Archmage Charm here. Bloodstrand into play past turn. You guys can sing the lyrics in the chat. I don't think there's text to speech that I'll get flagged for. I think we're okay. They left me with this Aether Gust. It's not too late to beg for mercy. What is this? I'm gonna get a Breeding Bull tapped. Pelt Collector has been played for our opponent. Whoa, 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 whoa. I can bounce it with an Aether Gust, or I could just Omen here. Might just be worth an Omen. Vars knows the glory. The glory! Oh, I believe he does. Get hit for 1. I'm feeling relatively confident here in this game, and I'm not sure I should be. I feel like there's something really shenanigans and absolutely broken my opponent could be doing. But I guess they're not going to. We'll play an Omen here, just scry and draw. Yeah, let's just put all this on top. Seems fine. Play a Scalding Tarn. Plan to do the same thing. We'll just get to this Teferi and then we'll get our own commander down, basically. Come and look upon the heart, upon the heart. Oh my gosh, you people are... You're just wishing. Wishing. Pelt Collector comes in for 1 again. End step does nothing again. I guess I'll go get a Hallowed Fountain. Hallowed Fountain tapped. We'll just play an Omen again. I just don't understand what my opponent's doing here. All of this looks great. Let's go ahead and... Sure, I'll take both. I'm going to take a trip down Euro lane here. Play Euro here, maybe draw another land. Have the Force of Negation or the Path up. All seems good so far. We're doing fine. Well, we don't hit one, but we have another path here. Alright, go ahead. I've got the Force in case I've got something completely bonkers to play here. But we've seen Inquisition, Pelt, Lightning Bolt, and we've seen a Flame Jab from our opponent. And up to 4 mana, typically. Nothing played. We get a Cryptic. I'm just going to pass turn again. We'll use Field to go get another blue here, so I get this Cryptic online. I suppose I could take them a little bit further off black here by taking the Blood Crypt. I could take them off green with the Stomping Ground. They have 2 wooded foothills, and we have done nothing. Can anyone name the deck our opponent's playing? I'm so confused. We'll just chat with you guys. We'll just chat. Jund Jammin'? They're on budget Jund? Maybe. Jund Pelt Collector, obviously. Yeah, Fluffy. Get your crap together. I'm just gonna jam a Teferi and untap for Purge Aether Gust. Force negation just in case. It does look a bit like that, Zale. You're right. It looks like that. Although I guess the I don't know. I feel like they would have played something else by now. Suicide Zoo is what it looks like. Oh, that could be it. That's true. That's true. Well, then we're in great shape. Path of Celestial Purge. Opponent's never going to get to play Magic again. We'll just keep upticking here with the Teferi. I have another path now. Drew a land. Play an Astrolabe to draw another land. Cryptic. I mean, I guess I'm going to lose something if I don't fire something off, so... There. Ha. Boom. Got him. Stolen. We're just so covered by so many things here. We're going to get this Teferi down and find a Jace and just have at my opponent's face. Untap, untap. Pass turn. We could get a Euro out. Euro. Have Cryptic afterwards. 2 mana. Maybe this is Croxa. Maybe this is Croxa. It's a stomp. Do I just counter this? Sort of just want to counter it. Counter draw. I have the Force. I have the Aether Gust. Feel relatively safe-ish here. Safe-ish. We'll see. Veil. Let's counter with the Cryptic Pitch. We're going to do that because Aether Gust can get another Veil here if they have one. They seem to be sitting on all of this for so long. Cool. Two mana. 3 mana. Sure. We'll path this. We'll path it instead of Purge on the off chance they have something a little more interesting for Purge to hit. Things like the God of Destiny. Alright, so 13 to 15. We kind of got an idea of what my opponent's doing a little bit there. We'll draw a card with Teferi. It's a Euro Master. Don Rawls, thank you for the Twitch Prime. Let's play the Euro down. Oops. Actually, we can do this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Get to draw a card. We get to play the Steam Vents out. Alright. Our opponent's just done with us. Apparently, that's all we needed is to play Euro. We're going to draw a card. We have the Steam Vents. We get it 3-2 over the league, playing some Yorion for color here in Modern. Control. No bouncing. Minimal bouncing. This isn't a bouncy house. It's not Yorion's bouncy house. This is Yorion's masterclass control. List is pretty sweet. 80 cards is kind of interesting to be playing with. Fortunately, I've got a few runs of Yorion under my belt. What I find with Yorion is that if you don't have much of a board state, yes, Yorion's fine as a 4/5 and even as a cantrip or 2. But once you have a board state that's worth it, I mean, Yorion just kind of creates an exponential amount of value in a turn or two, especially if you're playing the Soul Herder version. overall, I think the list is pretty decent, and I actually felt a little more comfortable on this list than I did on the Soul Herder bounce lists. The reason to play the Soul Herder bounce list, though, is you'll have Kodal, Ice Fang, sometimes Wall of Blossoms, other ETBs like Eternal Witness, Court of Calling, Restoration, Kiki Jiki. You've got Acidic Slime sometimes. You've got what is it? The red four mana Avalanche Riders. You're able to really interact with your opponent in a way that you then, when you get to play Yorion or you get to flicker anything with like an Ephemerate, you just exponentially put them back more and more, and just kind of like, I don't want to call it a win more card, but it can propel you really far. Yorion 4-color, though, Avaros will be playing it tomorrow on stream. Go check him out tomorrow. Yeah, that'll do it.